Hi, today I'm reviewing the Zoeva Caramel Melange eyeshadow palette. And really quick, I just want to say I purchased all these products with my own money, so you know you can trust my opinion is what I honestly believe. And if you want to help support the channel, give this video a thumb up. So recently I was in Australia for a few weeks for a little trip, and I had a lot of fun there, but I also found a lot of nice makeup stores and a lot of products that I don't normally see in the States. And Zoeva is one of them. I know I can purchase them online at their website or through a few other websites, but I normally don't get to see their products. Normally I'm ordering them sight unseen. And so it was really fun. I picked up a few of their palettes, and their newer one was the Caramel Melange eyeshadow palette, which is a beautiful palette. It's got a lot of nice warm shades. It's got a nice full range. So if traveling, for me, I could bring this palette with, and I could have a variety of looks. All that I need in this palette, because it's got a nice matte light colors, a couple nice crease colors, and then a couple nice metallic colors, and then as well as a darker color that you can use for like a powder eyeliner. So loving this palette, and the products that are not the price of these are typically quite reasonable. If you wanted to pick this up on the Zoeva website in the States, I believe this is $26, so pretty reasonable and quite convenient. So let me kind of tell you what my thoughts are and what I think of it. So my first criteria on the Sarah score scale is packaging, and I gave that a thumb up. I love the packaging of this. It's handy. It's, it's not super large, but it's very convenient if you travel a lot, and it's pretty light. So nothing too over the top, but just a nice solid job. So I get a thumb up there. Alcohol, no alcohol in this eyeshadow. So number 3 is fragrance, no fragrance either. Number 4 is the manufacturing location, and this is made in Italy. Zoeva is out of Germany, but this palette is made in Italy, so no issues there. Number 5 is ease of use, and I found this palette quite easy to use. The colors are very buildable and blendable. Pretty pigmented, but I really like how buildable they are. And the one thing that I really liked that I haven't seen in a lot of other palettes is this eyeshadow went on just as good with a primer as it did without a primer. So a lot of eyeshadows can be too chalky, or you must use a primer with them, but this one I found it was just as easy with or without a primer, so I really like that. And number 6 is pigmentation, and these colors are pretty pigmented. Let me give you some swatches here. But in terms of the ones that are less pigmented or lighter colors, they're very buildable, and not a ton of fallout either. So as you can see, they're all pretty pigmented colors. Little to no fallout at all, and they're not very powdery either. So, and on a couple of lighter ones, you can notice how easily they are to build up. So I think I might be addicted now, because I didn't have a ton of their products before, but after this, and I also got a nice brush set, I'll have to review that. But I can say I might be addicted to them. So pigmentation is amazing. Love it. The metallic colors are just as easy to build up as the powdery ones. So love this. Just if you travel, this might be all you need for like 2 weeks, and you can make a variety of good daytime and evening looks. And I should mention I'm wearing the palette now. So anyway, pigmentation is spot on. Number 7 is animal testing, and Zoeva is cruelty free, so they get a thumb up on that criteria. Number 8 is performance, and they also got a thumb up there. It performs quite well with or without a primer. It lasts all day. No creasing issues, no fading. And the one thing that's really amazing is little to no fallout. So performance is awesome. Price is number 9, and they also get a thumb up there. $26 is, you can find this on the Zoeva website, and that's a good deal. This could almost substitute as some more expensive palettes. Like there's some similar colors in this that there are in the Sunset palette, so price is definitely affordable. And number 10 is the It Factor, and I also gave it a thumb up there. I love these warm colors, especially kind of coming into summer. You can make a nice variety of looks. And the fact that they've got a couple light colors in there for your brow bone area, you can just make a lot of nice looks with it. So something worth checking out. I know you don't see it a lot in the US, but you know, you can order it from their website, or I think Cult Beauty, I think, sells them too, and they'll ship to the US. So worth checking out, especially if you like some of the warm colors. So anyway, overall, on my Sarah scale, this got a 10 out of 10, which is 2 thumbs up. I'm in love with this stuff, so I'm going to have to buy more. So kind of sad I didn't have a lot of their products up until recently, but I'm definitely going to be purchasing some more. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to check this out yet or not. And if so, what you think of it, and if you've purchased anything else from Zoeva, and if so, what have you purchased and how have you liked it? So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Feel free to subscribe if you're not already. I come out with at least one new review every day. And check out nobsbeauty.net. Thank you so much, guys. Hi, this is Sarah from No BS Beauty, and I'm proud to offer you one of my first products. And it is a stainless steel makeup palette, and I've been using ones like these for quite a while, and it makes it a lot easier to mix kind of custom foundation shades, custom serums, custom lip colors. You need something like this in your makeup routine to make things a lot easier. And all the profits from it will go to help the channel, which I'm independent and I purchase all the products with my own money. So definitely all of the profits will go so I can continue to bring you good reviews. But, you know, things I like to use are retinol. Retinol is definitely a good thing to use. But sometimes some of them can be a little too strong. So sometimes I like to mix them with other serums. So I'll use this to kind of custom make my retinol at night. So it's a little bit less irritating when you mix it in with something else. Or another thing you can do is mix in a vitamin C. Some of these can be a little oily or greasy, so sometimes it's nice to be able to mix it in with another serum. So I like to use the Clinique one, and I'll mix this in just a little bit because otherwise sometimes it can be a little too oily. And I'll mix it in, and in the morning I'll apply it all over my face before sunscreen. And another good vitamin C serum I like is the Dermadoctor one, but sometimes using the dropper with that can be a little messy, so sometimes I just like to mix just a little bit in with another serum. I love the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Serum, definitely a holy grail of mine. And I like to mix that in with it as well. Or sometimes before I go to bed, if I've got something else going on the next day, I like to mix in a little bit of tanner, self-tanner, but sometimes if you use it alone, it can get a little too orange or a little too dark. So sometimes mixing that in with another serum makes it definitely a lot better and a lot more moisturizing for your skin as well. So definitely something you can use in your serums, or your kind of custom make your own skincare routine by using that and mixing up all these products. So definitely something worth considering there. And I also like to use it to mix in some of my custom foundations. So let me show you that too. Another thing I've been using this palette for is mixing and kind of customizing my own foundation. You can almost create a specific color if you have certain foundations that don't mesh well with your skin tone or even your skin texture. You can almost create your own custom foundation. One foundation I love is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. However, sometimes I can find it to be a little too drying and almost kind of giving you more of a matte finish. So sometimes I'll mix in a little bit of the Josie Mara and Argan Moonstone drops with it, and then use it. And it kind of helps kind of lessen the color and kind of give it a little bit more of a glowy look. Another thing I like to use is mixing in sometimes with oil with a foundation, and sometimes that gives you more of a dewy look. So sometimes I'll mix that in with the Dr. Jart, and it helps give you a little bit more of a glow to it. So sometimes mix in just a little bit in. And you definitely want to be careful with what you're mixing just to make sure that the ingredients are compatible, because certain types of foundations don't work well with certain types of other ingredients, but something to consider, definitely. But you can almost create your own custom look. I love this, but sometimes I feel like I need a little bit of a glow to it, so I'll mix in some of my NYX Born to Glow Illuminator with it. So you can definitely do that. Also, Cover FX makes a great, they're custom cover drops, but you can use these to alter the color of any foundation. So this is great to mix that with. Just give it a couple drops there. And then mix that in with another foundation to make it either lighter or darker. The Ordinary Serum Foundation is great, but I found it difficult to get the exact color. So sometimes mixing the other colors works well. Cover FX also has these new glitter drops, so sometimes it's nice to be able to use this to mix in with either a foundation or just to put it on this, and then you can use a brush to either dip it in and apply it as eyeshadow, or dip it in and apply it onto lips as kind of a lipstick cover. So there's definitely some great options, and definitely love some of Cover FX's custom enhancer drops, but you can use this to mix it in with almost any different type of foundation and add a little bit of color here and there. But definitely using this, and if you use a sponge or a beauty blender, you can get that damp and then just use this to dip it in and apply it. It makes it a heck of a lot easier than trying to do it in your hand, or I don't know where else you would even, maybe the lid of another product, but this definitely makes all of that a heck of a lot easier. So it's definitely something worth picking up. And all of the profits from the sales of this palette will go to support my independent reviews. I purchase all the products myself just so I can give you an honest opinion, as opposed to somebody that gets the products for free to review. I personally like to purchase them so I can give you my completely objective review without having to feel like I owe a company anything because they gave me something free. So all the profits will go to help support those reviews.